My family, did Prince Harry call King Charles and wish him a happy birthday? Yes or no? Yes or no? My family, right now, it is being reported that apparently Prince Harry and King Charles shared what they're calling a warm phone call that could be the turning point in relations. That is what is being said, my family. That's what is being reported. However, even before these reports, my family, Daily Mail itself had a different kind of headline, my family, that makes you question if indeed this phone call even happened in the first place, my family. And here is what Daily Mail had for its headline, and I quote: Did Charles answer Harry's 75th birthday peace talks phone call? Duke of Sussex planned to contact his father to send his good wishes, say sources. But King does not have a mobile and spent a normal day carrying out public engagements. That is what Daily Mail wrote a couple of hours ago. And then later on, they appeared to change their headline, my family. And here is what they said later on, my family. I want to read you what they wrote on their headline. And I quote: Party fit for a king. It is a late night for William and Hamilton as they depart Clarence House, close to midnight, after Charles' glittering 75th birthday bash. But was his biggest present his first phone chat with a strange son, Harry, in 6 months? So my family, on one moment, they're casting doubt if even Harry will be able to call Charles. And then the next time, they're like, this phone call happened. That is what they are saying, my family. And my family, don't forget that most of these tabloids are being sued for allegations of phone hacking, criminal allegations of engaging in phone hacking. And you would think that because they're being sued on allegations of phone hacking, which are basically criminal allegations, you would think that these tabloids, perhaps maybe not revealing details about a so-called private phone call between Harry and Charles, would be something that my family, they would not do, even if it happened. But my family, that's exactly what they are doing. So my family, which leads me to say this, that it's either someone's phone call was hacked, or, as you all know, the palace is briefing once again against Harry and Meghan, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. And also, my family, it is said that apparently Prince Harry, after he spoke to Charles, Charles also spoke to Meghan. My family, that is weird. That is weird. Because I also have to ask this question. Has Meghan forgiven Charles for Charles' abuse of Meghan? When he called Harry, telling him, don't bring Meghan to Balmoral, and that Meghan was not invited, and that Meghan was not wanted. Has Meghan forgiven Charles for Charles' abuse of Meghan? Has she? My family, that's the $1 million question here. Has Meghan forgiven Charles for Charles' abuse of Meghan? That's $1 million question, my family. Has Charles himself now realized that, my family, even if he wanted to talk to Harry, that he can't speak to him without being kind to Meghan, without speaking to Meghan Markle, without talking to Meghan? Has Charles realized that? That's also, my family, $1 million question. And my family, let me read you apparently what is being said, my family, because apparently it is being said, and I quote, the Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet are understood to have recorded a video of themselves singing happy birthday to their grandfather, King Charles, who they have only met on a handful of occasions, but which would have delighted Charles. My family, that is what is being said, my family. And that King Charles also spoke on the phone with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, my family. And I thought that Daily Mail said that a couple of hours ago that Charles has no phone. Did he buy one? Did he all of a sudden get a phone call? A phone, that way he's able to speak to Harry and Meghan? My family, is that what happened? Now, my family, a couple of days ago, the palace had briefed some carnival of so-called experts like Royanika and also Camilla Tomini is a liar, a very much well-known liar. And they had briefed them that King Charles had invited Harry to his birthday. That is what they had briefed them. And that Harry had snubbed King Charles' birthday, which triggered a response from Harry's spokesperson, who said there has been no contact and that it is shameful that the Sunday Times has misreported this story. Now, that is what was said at the time by Prince Harry's spokesperson family. And then, days later, you are hearing the BBC News, someone called Sean Coughlin, saying that according to him, according to sources, Prince Harry is set to call King Charles on his birthday. My family, which got me thinking. The lie created by the palace was designed to portray Harry as someone who is uninterested in many offenses with Charles. That is what, basically, that story was designed to make it appear that Harry has no interest whatsoever in any kind of reconciliation with my family. That is what was the purpose of the story. That Charles, on the other hand, is a sad father who is trying to reach out to his son. That is how the story was designed to spread that narrative, my family. Spread that narrative. And my family, basically, he tried to make Harry look bad. Then days later, my family, we are told, once again also, that King Charles is only said to have a party with some family members and just some friends, just a small party. And that Charles will basically be working on his birthday. That is what was also said, my family. And then later on also, you then had it's Prince Harry who is contacting Charles to wish him a happy birthday. So my family, could it have been done by Prince Harry also, that if Charles himself failed to answer the phone call, they could say that, you know what, Charles snubbed Prince Harry. My family, because the story never said that it is Charles who called Harry. It said it is Harry who is set to call King Charles, not the other way around, my family. Not the other way around. So my family, this, what is going on behind the scenes, that my family we are seeing happening right now. Honestly, it is very, very much confusing. Very, very much, confusing what's going on behind the scenes. Because right now, I am starting to feel like because Charles wanted to paint Harry in a negative light, Harry responded in his own way, saying that, you know what, I'll call Charles. And if he doesn't answer, then my family, the media, can't say he's the one who snubbed Harry. But now, you're being told, indeed, they had a conversation. And that conversation, the media has found out about Harry and Charles' conversation, my family. So my family, and I've always said this, that the media is uninterested in any kind of, healing or mending the rift between Charles and William. They can say that that is what they want. They can go on record and say, you know what, we can only wish that Charles and Harry will be able to heal this rift. They can say that, my family, but their actions, it shows otherwise. And for as long as the media is involved, for as long as the third party, the UK tabloid press, is involved, between Charles' rift with Harry, my family, there will be no healing or mending the rift between Harry and Charles. There will be no healing or mending offenses or healing this so-called rift between Harry and Charles, as long as the UK tabloid press is involved, as long as the palace keeps on briefing against Harry, my family, there will be no healing this rift, my family. That is not going to happen, my family. And my family also, here is what is being said, my family, that the fact that both sides have signaled a desire to bury the hatchet and start to mend their relationship was hailed as a positive sign that was celebrated on both sides of the Atlantic. My family, and that as the king joined close friends for a birthday dinner at Clarence's house on Tuesday night, he will undoubtedly have felt a weight lifted from his shoulders. My family, that is what is basically my family being said, my family. And my family, you've heard my point of view on Charles. Charles does not care about Harry. He doesn't. He can say he does. He can lead to the media, oh, I'm pa, I love my son. I care about my son, my family. Even my family, Charles can leak and brief the press of how much he's a sad father who loves his sons. But his actions will always tell you otherwise. My family, his actions will always tell you otherwise. My family, I don't know if the story is true or not. I have no idea if the story is true or not. If Harry and Meghan spoke to King Charles or not. If Archie and Lilibet sang Charles a happy birthday in a recorded video message. I have no idea if that's true or not. My family, I have no idea. To me, I believe in this, is that as long as the media is involved, as long as the UK tabloid press is involved, As long as they keep hounding, harassing Meghan, as long as they keep trying to abuse Meghan out of Harry's life. First of all, we all know they do that with the full approval of senior members of the royal family. That we know. We know the palace has signed off on these press attacks towards Harry and Meghan, but especially towards Meghan. And my family, as long as Charles, as long as William are unwilling to call off their hounds against Harry and Meghan, on Harry and Meghan, then my family, I don't believe one bit that this rift will ever be healed. As long as Charles, my family, continues to disrespect Harry's family, then I don't see the rift ever being healed even one bit, my family. I don't see it one bit. No, my family, Harry said, I want a family, not a farm. So my family, in a way to him, you can believe, he'd be happy to reach out. He'd be happy to try and mend fences. He'd be happy to do that, my family. You know, Harry would be happy to be able to do that, my family. But my family, it doesn't mean that Charles feels the same way. It doesn't feel like Charles would, my family, feel the same way. Because what kind of a father sits idly by and watches as his own son is bullied and abused by the UK tabloid press and does nothing? What kind of father, does that, my family? What kind of father does that? And even if, let's say, this phone call did happen, let's say this phone call did indeed happen, my family, the fact that now the media knows about the so-called private phone call, it shows that the farm will never ever stop briefing against Harry and also against Meghan. That is what it shows, my family. And I don't believe even for one bit that Charles means Harry and Meghan well. He does not. Especially Meghan and the kids. Charles does not care about either Meghan or Archie or Lilibet, the other family. And that has been made pretty much very, very clear, my family. That has been made very, very clear. So my family, I hope that, let's say, for example, this phone call happened. I hope that Harry and Meghan are never trusting of the intentions of Charles. My family, Meghan, in the Oprah interview, she said that, what? One of the biggest mistakes I made was believing them when they told me that they would protect me. My family, I hope that Meghan never ever makes that mistake ever again. My family, I hope that Meghan never ever believes or trusts in Charles' intentions, my family. That is what I firmly believe. Because my family, I don't believe for one bit, that the palace want to see, Prince Harry happily married and thriving in California and doing well in California. I don't believe the palace wants that. I don't believe Charles or William want to see Harry and Meghan happy and thriving and doing so well. They don't want that. My family, they don't want that. They want to see Harry alone, miserable, divorced. That is what they want to see. And my family, the rhetoric of the UK tabloid press, whenever they speak about Harry and Meghan's relationship and their marriage, that tells you what you need to know about the intentions of what they want to see happening to Harry and Meghan. And clearly, they don't want to see them happy, thriving in love, and doing so well. That's why they keep on targeting the woman that Harry loves, as they continue trying to abuse Meghan out of Harry's life, believing that that will make Harry want to come back to Britain. That will make Harry rejoin the royal fold. My family, I hope that Meghan and Harry don't trust Charles' intentions, because in my view, he and William and Kate and Camilla don't mean either Harry or Meghan or their children well, my family. They really just don't, my family. They don't. You know? My family, Prince Harry wrote warmly of his relationship with Charles, with Pa. My family. However, he did note in his memoir how he tried to ask his father for help with the UK media to stop them abusing Meghan. And my family, Charles did not do a thing. So my family, has Meghan forgiven Charles for that? I have no idea. My family, I have no clue. I have no idea if Meghan has forgiven Charles for that. Meghan and Harry are forgiving people. They have very, very good hearts. My family, I can see that with my own two eyes. They are very, very good people with very, very good hearts. But also, I do hope that they are not manipulated by Charles, and the institution into believing whatever it is that Charles will say to them, my family. I hope that Harry and Meghan are not, lied to, deceived, manipulated, I hope that they always have their eyes firmly open so that they are never ever deceived by Charles. Because to me, that guy does not wish well on Harry and Meghan. He just does not. He does in my family. Because if he did wish well on Harry and Meghan, here's what he would do. He would call off his hounds, the UK tabloid press, and command them and order them and tell them, stop the smear and hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. That is what Charles would do. And the fact that Charles has not done that tells us exactly what we need to know. My family, tabloid media, they have some kind of vested interest in seeing Charles having that control over Harry. Basically, in controlling Prince Harry. They have a vested interest in having control over Harry's life, Harry's affairs, what Harry does, his business, whatever Harry, does in his life and family. They want control over Harry. That's basically what I'm trying to say, my family. They want control over Prince Harry. And my family, one of the reasons as to why they want control over Prince Harry is because of Harry's court case against the UK tabloid press. Right now, Prince Harry has succeeded in getting his case against the Daily Mail to go to trial. My family. And my family, don't forget, in Harry's memoir spare, my family, and I'll never forget his words. Harry's very own words from his memoir spare. After the late Prince Philip passed away, Harry's grandfather passed away, and that Charles and William met up with Harry. The first question that Charles asked Harry was about his lawsuit against the UK tabloid press, because that is what he cares about. Protecting his friends in the media. That is what Charles fully cares about. He asked Harry about his lawsuit. And if Harry was back in the farm, my family, Harry, would never, ever be able to take the media to court, even if he wanted to, without any kind of pushback from the farm. without Charles calling him and ordering Prince Harry, Harry, drop your case against this tabloid. Drop it and drop it now. In the Byline Times exclusive, we learn that one of the reasons as to why Charles cut off Harry is because Harry refused to remove the name of Prince William's aide Christian Jones, who was briefing against Meghan, who was sabotaging Meghan, whose partner was taking payments clearly to brief against Meghan Markle. William did not want to be exposed. And my family, as the Byline Times exclusive statement family, that the heirs and their wives were to be protected. However, the spare and his wife were viewed as expendable. So my family, perhaps Charles has suddenly called Harry because tabloids have asked him for a favor. They've asked him for a favor. That's why my family, Harry and Charles, have had some kind of contact. Because the media have asked Charles for a favor to try and get those cases, Harry to drop them. My family, the case is going to be huge. The case that Harry has with 6 other, claimants, Harry plus other, claimants like Elton John, Doreen Lawrence, David Furnish, my family, and also Sadie Frost, Liz Harley. That case is going to be huge. A huge case. And my family, when it's a case that Harry is involved in, my family is involved in, it will carry international coverage. That is public knowledge. And that has gotten Daily Mail scared. It's gotten them afraid. And of course, they'll ask for favors from Charles to try and get Harry to drop his case. My family, and Charles will oblige because of their deal with the press. So my family, I feel like, I'm not trusting of Charles because already he has shown his cards. He has shown who he would much rather have in his corner. And clearly, it ain't Harry. Clearly, it's not Meghan. Clearly, it's not his grandkids, Archie and Lilibet. He would much rather have the UK tabloids in his corner rather than Harry or Meghan or Archie or Lilibet. Charles has shown us his cards. So my family, I hope that Harry and Meghan are not trusting of Charles' intentions. My family, because I believe they don't have any kind of good intentions towards Harry, and especially towards Harry's biracial family. And also, has Meghan gotten an apology from Charles for Charles' disrespect of Meghan? Or has that subject been completely ignored? My family, that's also $1 million question. Has Meghan gotten, an apology from Charles for Charles' disrespect of her? Has Meghan gotten that? That's also $1 million question. So my family, basically, to me, I have no idea if this story is true or false. I have no idea. I don't know. My family, I don't hack Harry's phone. And I'm not a phone hacker. So my family, I don't know if this is true or not. However, my family, if it is true, I hope that Harry and Meghan are not manipulated or lied to or deceived into trusting Charles. That's my hope, my family. That's my hope. That they are not deceived, lied to, manipulated. Charles has shown where his loyalties lie. Charles has shown who he would much rather have in his corner. And clearly, it ain't Harry. It ain't Meghan. Not Archie. Not Lilibet. That's my family. In fact, my family, he has used Harry's name to prop himself up. That has never ever changed, even to this day. My family, he has used Harry for his own PR needs, while my family, Harry gets negative press, while Charles gets positive press. My family, that keeps on happening. So my family, for as long as that never ever changes, my family, to me, I will just hope that Harry and Meghan are not trusting of Charles' intentions. My family, I just really hope they are not trusting of Charles' intentions, my family. I really, really hope from the bottom of my heart, because I don't want Harry and Meghan to be deceived, lied to, or fooled by Charles, my family. Also, I don't want that case that Harry has against Lilibet for him to be commanded or asked by Charles to drop that case. I hope, my family, I hope that Harry is never ever asked to drop his case. My family are so said that King Charles was so busy. However, he is polite and so-called loves his son and his grandkids and is not so mean. So he's mean, but you're saying that he's not so mean that he will not take a call on his birthday. No, my family, in an attempt at trying to prop up Charles, these sources always just end up embarrassing him even more. They just end up embarrassing Charles even more, my family. You know? My family, apparently also, Charles has said that he is open to keeping the door open for his dear boy. Also, you don't hear about, Meghan, for his dear boy. And that there is an open invite to meet when Harry is in the UK. Not Meghan or Archie or Lilibet, when Harry is in the UK. My family, and that it is understood that during yesterday's conversation, Harry, Meghan, and Charles made plans for them to speak again soon. My family, that is what is being said, my family. My family, this guy does not wish Harry or Meghan well. He does not. He does not. He does not. Because once again, you can see the agenda of here. When Harry is in the UK, he's welcome to speak to Charles. My family, I always say that I feel like these are traps. They are trying to trap Prince Harry. You must never ever allow the family you come from to destroy the family that comes from you. Never. And my family, I feel like these are more traps to silence Meghan while telling Harry, you know what? You're welcome. At the same time, sidelining Meghan. My family, you can never ever believe me that Charles wants to have, you can never ever make me believe that Charles wants to have any kind of good relationship with Harry and Meghan. Or Meghan and their kids, Archie Lilibet. You can never ever make me believe that. You just really can't, my family. The farm wants to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage, my family. They want to dim Harry and Meghan's star power by destroying their marriage, destroying their love, and to break them apart. And I hope that even though Harry and Meghan have any kind of, good intentions in their hearts, that my family, that they don't make decisions, my family. When I say they, I mean Prince Harry, because it's Harry who they want. That he does not make a decision that ends up ruining or destroying his own family, because that is what I fear. That he is being led to do, my family. And I hope that he and Meghan are not deceived. I really, really hope, my family. My family, now you tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I want to hear your opinion, family. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, my family, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever, and may God bless you all, my family. I hope that Harry is never ever deceived into making any kind of decisions that hurt his own family. Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, because I fear that is what they're trying to lead him to, my family. I fear that is what they're trying to lead Harry to, my family, because Charles is envious of Harry. He's jealous of his own son and also his son's wife. That hasn't changed. Even this story of what is being said right now about this phone call between Harry and Charles, this has not made me change my opinion that Charles, the farm, are trying to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. This has not made me change my opinion, my family. Because my family, clearly, even from the language that is still being used, they're like, Harry, you are invited. When you're in the UK, come and speak to Charles. No mention of Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and family. No mention of them, even one bit. So my family, they keep trying to create some kind of, divide between Harry and Meghan. And I hope that the farm never ever succeeds in destroying Harry and Meghan's marriage. And I hope that Harry is not deceived into making decisions that end up destroying his own marriage to Meghan. I really hope. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet and Doria Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. May God bless you all, my family. Don't forget the goal here. They want Harry back inside the gilded cage, my family. Inside the gilded cage. They want control over Harry, my family. And they don't want Meghan in Harry's life. And clearly, they still are trying to achieve that goal. My family, keep praying that the farm, Charles, William, Kay, Camilla, that no one, no man or woman, is ever able to separate Harry and Meghan, to destroy Harry and Meghan's love, their marriage, my family. Keep praying that no one ever succeeds, because the farm is still trying. I can only hope that Harry and Meghan have their eyes wide open and that they are not deceived, and that they are not deceived, my family, that Harry is not deceived into making decisions that will destroy his own family, destroy his marriage to Meghan. I can only hope and pray. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. And stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, my family. Keep praying for Harry and Meghan and their kids, Archie, and also Lilibet, and my family. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. And may no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet, and family ever prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.